Well, hi. You don't know me yet. Um, Speaking to Crazy 316 here. But I'm gonna be a person that you'll probably see a lot of now. Because I've made a decision that I'm gonna come after you. The reason is, you're an idiot. That I'm not the first to tell you that, so I'm not gonna spend much time with that. First off, Prop 8 should have never been allowed. It breaks many, many things that the Founding Fathers wanted. And I know you're going to go, when did the Founding Fathers say gay rights were okay? No, they didn't. What the Founding Fathers did is they sat down and said, there's things that are going to happen in the future that we don't understand, that we don't know, that we may not even like. But that doesn't mean that they should be wrong. They were dealing primarily with the slavery issue. That was one that was weighing heavily upon them, and they knew that generations down the road would have to deal with the issue. Because of their weakness to deal with the issue, we had a civil war. And it took another 100 years after the Civil War for that issue to finally get resolved. And it's still not resolved. The legacy of that still exists today. And my friend, you're part of that legacy. The issue of gay rights has very little to do with whether you like it or not. What happened in California was a travesty. Legally speaking, that is. Not what happened with the ruling. The ruling actually, I believe, was going to happen. There was no ifs, ands, or buts, because once you create bad law, even though that law breaks the 14th Amendment, breaks many things that Jefferson wrote in the Federalist Papers, actually breaks the First Amendment because it basically establishes that one religion's view of marriage is what's right, but yet other religions' views of marriage aren't right. That breaks the separation of church and state. But yet, you don't care. Equality, unless it's had by all, is had by none. This is a great day. It is indeed. But not because of why you think. It's a great day because the movement towards gay marriage has just exploded. Exploded. The amount of people who are on our side is rising massively, hugely. You, my friend, think you're in the majority. You, my friend, think you're in the right. You're anything but right. There's a thing called the right side of history. And you have two options. You either can be on the right side of history, or you can be on the wrong side of history. As a person who loves history, I know for a fact that anytime a civil rights movement in this nation starts and starts gaining strength, they will ultimately win. The first civil rights movement in this nation was for women. At this point, women have equality. Is it still equal? No. It's going to take a long time until it's equal. The second big movement in this nation was for blacks. You saw how that went. What I'm waiting for is the turning point, the tipping point. I believe this may be that tipping point. But yet you're celebrating. You see it as a victory. We see it as a challenge. And the thing about it is that when you become victorious, you become complacent. When you're given a challenge, you become resolved. So you're going to sit on your butts. You're going to sit on your laurels. You're going to sit there and gloat. Oh, we're right. We're right. You know, God is great, blah, blah, blah. I also have to say, you're a pussy. That's right. You're a pussy. You disabled your ratings. I don't disable my ratings. Every one of my videos has 4 or 5 stars. Okay, even though the videos I keep getting called morons on, I get 4 or 5 stars. I haven't been vote botted yet. I haven't been false flagged yet. I expect to be. But crazy, you're on the losing side. You claim to have the moral high ground, but yet you do things like you get your ratings up to 4 or 5 stars and then disable them. That's pathetic. Pathetic. So, this is simply my opening shot. I wish you luck in whatever it is that you think you're trying to do, but you're going to lose. Have a good day.